When the project is on fire, do you point fingers or do you become an umbrella? The best leaders get wet. You mind if I share a short story with you? I remember like it was almost yesterday, even though it was more than 6 years ago. It was around, I think, about 10 or 11 o'clock on a Thursday. We were deploying a critical software update for one of our largest clients. This is a system they use to run their entire logistics operation. The team had worked for weeks. We performed all of the required checks and balances. We even performed an additional due diligence check just to make sure everything went according to plan. I scheduled a meeting for a go or no go call. I pulled up the risk register, then I looked at the issue log, and I proceeded to ask every single individual in the room two important questions. The first question was, what potential risk or issue do you see with us going live? The second question was, is this implementation a go or no go? I was advised by everyone in the room that everything checked out, and I gave the final go for lunch. An hour into the lunch, my phone just started ringing. I said, "Oh." It was actually the head of engineering. The deployment this the deployment just didn't fail. It corrupted the live database. Their entire operation across 3 states was completely frozen. Trucks were stopped. Warehouses were dark. My first instinct was to pull the logs to see which developer code caused this failure. I could have told the client, we're investigating a faulty component from the back end team, and it would have been accurate. But in a full blown crisis, nobody cares about blame. They care about leadership. My team was looking at me. The client CTO was waiting for an answer. And the only thing that mattered was the next steps. So therefore, I got on the phone with the client and said, I approve the deployment. So this failure is mine and mine alone. Here's what we are doing right now to actually fix it. I took full accountability and responsibility, shielded the team so they could work on what mattered, and we got them back online. We didn't lose the client. In fact, they even trusted us more. That experience taught me a vital lesson in project management, which leads me to my first point today, having the ability to take full accountability. Defend your team publicly and critique them privately. Point number one, standing up for your team publicly, especially during challenges, builds loyalty, morale, and trust. Addressing issues privately fosters growth without embarrassment. See, this is important, family, because public criticism damages trust, it lowers morale, and it harnesses team cohesiveness. People will always remember how you treat them in difficult moments. Defending them publicly and coaching them privately reinforces trust. Respect are two essential currencies of leadership. Experiment with these actual tips. Always publicly acknowledge your team's effort, success, and collective accountability. Provide constructive, specific feedback, accountability privately, clearly, and compassionately. And the last and final one, create a safe, confidential environment for candid conversations around what did not go well. Point number two, institute open office hours. Regularly dedicate times when your team and stakeholders can freely engage with your strengths, communications, transparency, and relationships. This is important because being regularly accessible builds your reputation, and being approachable and supportive directly enhances the respect and trust you command.